We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the New York Mets and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Madison Bumgarner gets the start for Arizona in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Leading off for the Mets, the center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnick.
Here comes the first pitch. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Now a curveball misses inside. Temperature here at the park tonight, a comfy 72 degrees at first pitch. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Jeff McNeil will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Next up for New York, Pete Alonso. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Mets. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was Looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Digging in, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes.
1-0.
Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight, and they've been playing some good baseball as well.
Yeah, Matty, we had eyeballs on yesterday's game. They were able to win that one. They're playing really focused right now, and if they execute like yesterday, I don't see any reason why they don't win today's game.
That evens it up 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Misses, ball 2.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And a 3-2 full count to Starling Marte.
Well, the 1-2 pitch didn't go his way, and now a miss there on 2-2. You know he doesn't want this at bat to get away from him, so I think we're going to see a challenge pitch on a full count.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Ketel Marte, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Now look out as he's got to hit the deck here. It's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
The 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Oh and 1 count. The pitch.
1-1.
And that misses. 1-1. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Lifted into center field. Marisnik is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So nothing in the Arizona first. We'll go to the second from Phoenix with no score on the show. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Robinson Cano.
Here it comes. Cano is in Don't You Know, a part of his New York nickname days. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
To 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
And he fouls this one off. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball is outside. It's full now. 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient even with 2 strikes.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Has a look. Now the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-0 home. Davis, base runner at first with 1 out. On the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center. Throw into third. And he's safe. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Yeah, that's a little suspicious if you ask me, guys. Whenever you hit a guy with runners on second and third and first base open, the players in the opposing dugout take notice and probably aren't too thrilled about it.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. Here comes the first pitch. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Well, they really didn't have a shot at turning two on the high chopper. They only get one, and that allows the runner from third to score.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Looking to minimize the damage here. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
The set and the 2-1. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Mets lead this one 1-0. Up next for Arizona, Christian Walker. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest.
The first baseman, Christian Walker.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. deGrom, a native Floridian. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 2-1 on its way. Count even at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Nick Ahmed is on deck. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Nick Ahmed. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he misses with it. 1-1.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting eighth, the catcher.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Stephen Vogt. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First offering on its way. Ball 1 taken just off the inside.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Popped up. Alonso over to his right, and that retires the side. One left for Arizona. They're down 1-0. Top of the third set to get underway. Now at the plate, Jake Marisnick. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 home. To short, hit hard. There is Ahmed. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 6.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here comes the first pitch.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
The 0-1. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, and no one will track it down. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. And that misses 2-2. From the stretch. In the air out toward right field. Calhoun giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Robinson.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. He's set, and the pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled off. Here it comes, 0-2. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Marte's after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Mets strand one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So here now's the pitcher, Madison Bumgarner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The pitcher, Madison Bumgarner.
Now here's the pitch. Pitch on the way. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. So in just one turn through the lineup, that's already 5 strikeouts for him here in the contest. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season. Digging in, Starling Marte. Second trip to the plate for him. He drew a leadoff walk in the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at bat, that was a terrific at bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
Marte, a former Pittsburgh Pirate, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
McNeil is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Very difficult to be a switch hitter in baseball today. Without question, the more comfortable side being from the right side. So he's going to have his work cut out for him here, hitting left-handed.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Line to the right side. This one's down. It's the first hit for Arizona, and it's going to be for extra bases. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The third baseman,
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
So here's Eduardo Escobar as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One and 0. Here it is.
Oh, that's low.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Two out here and a runner at second. 2-1 after the foul ball there. The set and the 2-1 to 2-2 now.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 2-2.
3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
He's set. The 3-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now batting, J.D. Davis. He'll begin things here against Madison Bumgarner.
J.D. Davis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first at bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now the 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
The 3-1, and that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Two on here with 1 man out, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. From the stretch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Rosario hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to, because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
So far this season, Rosario is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. After it is Marte. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Mets, the pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob DeGrom. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. The set and the 1-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
The 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Jake Marisnick is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona. David Peralta comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now
had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Standing in, Christian Walker reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The pitch. Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
Hit on the ground is short. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Now to the plate, Cole Calhoun, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. The pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They still trail 1-0. Ready for another shot now. Jeff McNeil. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
Number 6.
First delivery to him on the way. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Stepping into the box, Pete Alonso. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Nope.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Full count now, 3-2. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. Now the payoff pitch home. And he'll lay off the cut fastball here as this misses off the plate for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Marte fields it cleanly. There's one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Took a pretty long time for the shortstop to receive the ball that time. So that gave the runner plenty of time to bear down on him and take him out. Hopefully everyone's okay down there.
J.D. Davis the next at bat. It was a single for him in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air out to left. After it is Peralta. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave one, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Now in the box, Nick Ahmed. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike two. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Lays off 2-2 now.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out, but the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
At the plate, Stephen Vogt, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The windup and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
40, Madison Bumgarner.
Into the box now, Madison Bumgarner. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a liner, but foul. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. This one's down to third. Davis grabs it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail this one 1-0. So striding in, Michael Conforto. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Peralta's under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
So coming to the plate, Wilson Ramos. It was a walk in his last trip. First offering on its way.
Ball 1.
Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. The 1-0 home.
Ball inside.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Digging in once again, Ahmed Rosario. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
I got the count 1 and 2.
Hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And now a pitch on the way.
That's in. Ball
And with
2.
just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
At the plate now, Jacob deGrom, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1, but they're on top 1-0. Digging in next will be Starling Marte. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey. 0-1. Watch out. 1-1. Hey!
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Marquez.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home.
Hey!
Still 1-2.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. So stepping in, Eduardo Escobar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, David Peralta.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, David Peralta. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2. Line toward the alley and left center. And this will hop over the wall, but the run will score.
And this thing bounces over the wall, but I don't think it would have mattered if it stayed in the ballpark. Either way, the runner was going to score, and he was going to wind up at second. He drove that ball really nicely.
In now, Christian Walker, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He was a ground out victim last time up. Comes set, the 0-1, and a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Yohan Lopez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50.
All set for the start of the inning. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jake Marisnick. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Here's the 0-2.
Nope, that's inside.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
2-2, yeah.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
What a terrific pitch. Some people call that a Hall of Fame type of pitch. There's not much you can do when a pitcher executes one like that and puts it right on the black. Only thing you can do, go back to the dugout.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
That's out.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now the pitch. This is line to left. Peralta is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
So here's Pete Alonso. First pitch on its way.
Ball one.
A ball and no strikes.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The 1-0. One and two as he chases the slider.
Two strikes.
And the pitch.
Ball.
That misses, and we're even at 2 and 2.
Second count, 2 and 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3 and 2. Here comes the payoff pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. Still tied 1 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate, Cole Calhoun.
The right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
First pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Calhoun, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
The batter, number 13.
Yeah, and the go-ahead run stands at second base here to start their half of the seventh. And I tell you, when they've got an opportunity like this, you've got to take advantage of it, especially this late in the ball game. We'll see if they can get it done.
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Two and 1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
He froze him on the fastball there. Nick Ahmed is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Into the box, Stephen Vogt, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Vogt hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
2 balls and a strike to count. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Another payoff pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, number 50.
Domingo Leyva will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 1, Domingo Leyva.
And he takes ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Fouled off. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Two and 2 the count. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. 8th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Andrew Chafin has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 47, Andrew Chafin.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Robinson Cano. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Cano waits on the first pitch.
0-1.
Here comes the 0-1. Chafin is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Here it comes, 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
I like that pitch on 0-2 there. Busted him in, and even though he missed with that one, that hitter isn't as likely to dive out over the plate the rest of this AB.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good job right there. You very rarely see pitchers double up where they go a pitch inside. Normally they'll go back outside, but he followed that up with another pitch on the inside part of the plate.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
At the plate, J.D. Davis. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for one. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Michael Conforto. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Two balls and no strikes. Two out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Ready with the 3-0. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Swung on and missed. 3-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. Score remains tied 1-1. Robert Gesellman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Here's Starling Marte. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt to first pitch. Hard hit at third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
Marte.
So now to the plate, Ketel Marte. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball one. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Gesellman is a guy that you'll notice attacks hitters with a high velocity slider. Not the old sweeper. He really fires it in there and snaps off big numbers. A bullet to first base. But the runner is back in time to avoid the double play.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
Coming to the plate now, Eduardo Escobar. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. No balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. McNeil is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
The batter, the left fielder, David Peralta.
Ready once again, David Peralta. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. First offering on its way.
Ball. Count 1-0.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hit softly down the line at first. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Kevin Ginkel will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Ginkel.
All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate, Wilson Ramos. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Wilson Ramos.
He's set. Here it comes.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a bouncing ball for the second baseman, Marte. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Ahmed Rosario.
Digging in and looking for more, Ahmed Rosario. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now here it comes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And he struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Eduardo Nunez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Lifted in the air out to right. Calhoun has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. Still tied 1 apiece. Brad Brock comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 29, Brad Brock.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. Striding into the box, Christian Walker. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
This is line to left. McNeil is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home ninth. Stepping into the box, Cole Calhoun. He doubled his last time through.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. One out, nobody on. And he misses low with it. 2-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Marisnik comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The batter, the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Into the box now, Nick Ahmed. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's good.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two 2-0 now.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Ready with the 2-0. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Now batting, the catcher.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run.
Number 16.
At the plate, Stephen Vogt. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. And that's in there, base hit. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away. Now, if you're starting to think about who's left on the Arizona bench, there's a look at the remaining pinch hitting possibilities. Ildemaro Vargas will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 15, Ildemaro Vargas.
Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. LeCastro is digging for home. And the Diamondbacks are going to walk off winners.
Always great when a game really comes down to the 9th inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
It was mostly pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
He was one of a few guys that really swung the bat well in this game with a pair of base hits. He helped propel his team to a hard-fought win.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Arizona came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Kevin Ginkel claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for the ballgame tonight. First for the victorious Diamondbacks. 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ballgame, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.